What's up, people? Welcome back to a new video on the channel, and in today's video we're going to be doing some wheel spin builds, so this should be interesting. Yeah, anyway, welcome back to Forza Horizon 5. Welcome back to this video, and I want to start off by saying a huge shout out and a huge thank you to everybody that has been subscribing recently. It's been very nice to see a little bit of growth on the channel. I know that it's going down and all that sort of stuff, but you still see new people joining and all that sort of stuff, and I see new people in the comments and that, so thank you guys for subscribing. If you're new to the channel and you're watching this video for the first time, and you don't know what's going on with my channel, go check it out. Subscribe if you're new and you enjoy the content. It helps a lot. Anyway, so in today's video, I want to do some wheel spin stuff, which means everything that happens in this video is going to be RNG on what I actually get picked to race or drift or go off-road or whatever. And we'll start off with the wheel spin in game, and then I'll spin the wheel spin out of the game, and that'll give me what to build the car for, which will have drag, drift, race, rally, and rock crawling. So, here are some of the rules. I also just realized I almost have 400 wheel spins on this, which is ridiculous. In the game, I have to get a car. Whatever car I get, I have to use, and then I'll spin again and try to get a budget for our build. Minimum of around 20k for our build, because anything under that, then you can't really change much on the car. But minimum around 20k. Oh, give me the van. The van would be sick. No van. We're just getting money. Come on. I actually need the money because I need to do a giveaway of 100 million credits. And that's due to my competition that I'm hosting right now on people trying to get... visit the Discord, by the way, if you want to see this competition. Go on. Try to get as fast as possible on one of the speed zones in the game. And I'm also giving out a code for the new JDM Jules car pack. Can I just get... I'm just going to start skipping. It's getting ridiculous at this point. An X-Class. The S-Class is actually a hella OP for building it for, like, rally / off-road racing or whatever. It's really, really OP. So let's add it to my garage. We have 50 grand as our budget, which is fine. And now... man, and most importantly, I need to click this thing off the screen and see what we get for it. It's gonna be something dumb, like drag racing. Watch. Oh my god. Okay, it's for rally racing. This is actually kind of goated. I'm not gonna lie. I think we got gifted here. The thing is though, 50 grand, I don't really know what we could do with 50 grand. I mean, we have 10 grand for the tires, which we could just slap on those tires, which shouldn't be too bad. But we got actually very, very blessed. For people that don't know about the Mercedes X-Class, this thing, off-road, is an absolute monster. It was super OP for rock crawling, or sorry, not rock crawling, for cross-country races. So right now, I don't actually have cross-country written on my list, which I probably should have cross-country written on my list, but a rally can be kind of both of them, right? I know one of them is dirt racing, one of them is cross-country, but I'm gonna try to do 2 events with this thing, and we'll see what happens. So 50 grand to spend on this. In B class as well, it's absolutely goated. It's an incredibly good off-roader. So I'm gonna try and build this thing as high as I possibly can. 10 grand for the tires. We're gonna give it some big chunky tires as well, nice and wide. It helps a lot. It just helps a massive amount. I mean, off-road ability as well. This doesn't really cost that much. We'll just slap these on, about 300 credits for it. We still have a lot of money to spend on this thing. So, I think now we could probably work around with a little bit of aero. Maybe not do that, but maybe some sort of adjustable aero would be sick for this thing. I don't know if it makes a massive amount of difference by doing so, but I'm going to slap it on anyway. And, yeah, I think maybe an engine swap could be worth it. We could put a 6.2 V8 in this thing. Oh, we can't put the 6.2 V8 because we're gonna go over budget. Oh man, see that's the thing about being on a budget. It's so hard to try and build something ridiculous. But somehow, some way, I need to slap a lot of power into this thing. Maybe clutch isn't the way to go here. Diff, maybe I need to buy a diff, right? A diff is definitely necessary. And then I definitely need to buy maybe a sports transmission, because I don't know if... well, this gearbox is definitely not adjustable, so maybe a sports transmission, just so we can at least adjust the final drive. And then just add as much power as we possibly can, I guess. I'm trying to think, what else can we possibly do to this thing? I mean, build this thing... we could probably build this thing to the top of B class, which is where it was very, very good. But the thing is, I'm pretty sure that the engine that was in this thing was not the stock engine. If we're building this thing up to the top of the class. This is pretty much as far as we can go. This is about as far as we can go. I don't see what we can do, what else we could possibly do to this thing to get it even higher up in the class. Even weight reduction, 800. Oh man, that sucks. That sucks. We're so close. We are actually so close to the top of the class. That's ridiculous. What can we really do? There's nothing else that I can really think of to do. Maybe get rid of aero? Should I just do that? That kind of helps with our rallying though. I kind of want to try this not only just for regular cross country, but also for a bit of rallying as well. Oh man, I don't even know, like I said, what else we could possibly do here. We could do this, I guess. I don't know if that helps too much, but we're now at 49,900. We're almost at the top of B class, where this thing was actually very much goated. Alright, anyway, I want to try it. I want to try it now. I want to do a couple runs on some sort of a dirt stage. And, oh my god. With none of the adjustability though, it's gonna be a little bit weird, a little bit different, but we'll see. Yeah, maybe aero maybe wasn't the best choice here, but apparently it helps with our off-road grip. It's actually not that bad. It's quite quick. It is still quite quick. I want to see, actually, if this thing, for me, is still king of the El Descenso cross-country in B-class. Because I'm pretty sure it was at one point. What's the fastest car that I used for this? Yeah, it is. There it is, the X-Class. It's at 181st place. So I'm telling you, like, this thing is actually very good for this sort of stuff. Let's do a bit of dirt racing though, since I did select it as being rally. I don't really know what sort of section I should probably use here for B-Class. I think is on B-Class, we're going to have a very specific car, which I've made videos on in the past, on what is one of the best off-roaders in this game. Yeah, it's the Little Sierra. The Little Sierra is absolutely insane. Anyway, let's give it a shot on the San Juan Scramble. San Juan Scramble is kind of like a mix of it's kind of like a mix of kind of going on-road and off-road. We need a lot of speed, but we also need a lot of grip, and also suspension travel. I don't know if this is going to be the best car to use for this, but I just want to try it on this event. Anything smaller or really small, we're going to have to try and use some of the vehicles, but I think this could be okay. I don't think I've ever done a B-Class San Juan Scramble. We have one of the members from Turn 10 as my rival. Is it a flag time somehow? And his Evo. I think we could smoke that pretty easy with this thing. It's so stable. Like, driving this thing is mad. I mean, again, this thing isn't even like fully built. I mean, we can get this thing to be even more ridiculously built than what it is now. We can put a different transmission in it and all that sort of stuff. The only reason why I stopped is due to the budget. But it just floats so nicely over bumps. I kind of miss driving this thing sometimes, honestly, because it's such a good off-roader. A bit too fast there. That was my fault. I wanted to try to see how fast I can go for through that corner without basically slowing down. Even on road, it actually does the job pretty nicely. I'm pretty sure there's faster vehicles in this for straight up just rallying, but I don't know for cross country. Cross country, we have the Scout. That's really good. That's very OP. Continue lapping. I want to do a nice clean run, and then check the leaderboards. I think I slowed down too much. I only just lifted as well. I lifted and went down a gear. That's it. This thing is so easy to drive. Weight reduction as well. We didn't do any weight reduction at all for this thing. Well, genuinely that would bring the class up, but it would probably make it slightly better, even just the first stage weight reduction. They just don't have any money to spend on it. Man, it's so good. S-Class is so good. That's how you take that corner. Crashed into the cactus a little bit, but that's okay. Torque is very good, because I'm pretty sure this is a diesel as well. Just hammers along without anything stopping it. Just threw together like a very basic setup. There's not much I could really change on it. It's just kind of like the diff, and that's pretty much it. The diff, and then I made my gear ratio somewhat short. We got a 121 with it. I'm gonna leave it there. Just our very first rolling lap, and I did a 121 with it. In a car that's not even at the top of the class. I actually want to see where I am in the world. I don't know if this is a top 1000 car, but I would have tried. I just wanted to try it anyway. On this event, I still think the Scout is probably going to smoke it. I'm pretty sure the Scout is very OP for this. Alright, let's see where my single rolling lap run has put me on the San Juan Scramble in B class. With a 692. I'm top 1%. 2,760. You have no idea how good that is, by the way. On a car that's built on a budget, first of all, it's not at the top of the class. And it's not optimized. Plus, I didn't even do like the cleanest of laps. I could have probably gone a little bit faster. That's ridiculously good. The Jeep, the Scout, the Dino, a few of the faster cars here. The Lotus. I want to try again. I think I can squeeze a faster time. Told you I can do a faster time. 0.8 of a second faster already. It's just too good, man. I need to try cross country with it though. I need to try to do a cross country. There you go, 1,800 with it right now on the San Juan Scramble. Let's try one of these. I don't even know which one to do, man. I don't even know which one to try. We could do an airfield. We could do this one. This one's kind of short and sweet. Let's have a look. What are we doing in B class? What have I done in B class before on this? The Mini Countryman, which I'm pretty sure someone has sent me a Mini Countryman for this. I don't think that was mine. Let's put him as my ghost and try to see how close I can get to it with this budget build Mercedes S-Class that we have here. See if we can get anywhere close to the Mini. I think it's going to be quite close. I genuinely think it's going to be quite close. And gear ratios are short enough, I think, for this track as well. And this thing will be able to hold on to jumps and stuff like that pretty easily. Should be perfectly fine with coping with this track. I need to smash all this, I remember now. There's so much stuff that's just in the way there. I need to smash through. Man, this thing just doesn't slow down on jumps. Or whatever, landing from the jump. It just keeps going. Just keeps on going. See what I mean? That was my fault. I wanted to try and see if it could grip up going around that bend. It wasn't even like a corner, it was just kind of like a bend. I'm just not slowing down. I'm trying to see where my limit for my grip is. I do need to slow down for some of the corners. It is telling me to slow down, the little arrows, the little chevrons on the ground. It's obviously telling me to slow down. But why would I pay attention to that, you know what I mean? Might as well ignore it. I have been doing it so far. But no, I do need to slow down a little bit. That was a bad start. Let's try that again. I'm gonna try start it and Go a little bit sooner when we're turning in. Come on. Turn in a little bit sooner. Dab of the brakes. In fourth. No, that's good, that's good. I also have to keep in mind that this still isn't built to the top of the class. I can still build this thing to go even faster, it's just like, I can't. The purpose of the video is to build this thing on a budget. I think the Mini just edges this. Just about. Just about edges it. God, I'm edging right now. Come on, keep up with the Mini. Keep up with the Mini. Oh my god. I'm right on its tail. See what I was telling you that this thing is super OP when it comes to rallying and off-roading and all that? I was not lying. I was genuinely telling the truth. I don't know why I changed to fifth there. But by the looks of things, I'm just above, or just behind the Mini. Just ever so slightly. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way this thing turned out. Pretty happy. Not too bad. I mean, of course, it's not going to be like super OP or anything like that. It's not even built to the top of the class. But for a budget build, the X class is super OP. Very, very sick. Alright, let's do it again. But this time with super wheel spins. If I get multiple cars, then the car that's the furthest to the left is going to be the one that's being picked as the driving car. And then the rest of them will be used as our budget. So, what are we doing next? An S5 Mustang with 4,000 credits and the Mitsubishi GTO as our budget. So, right, we got an RTR Mustang. Add that to my garage. Sell that for 10k, so we're now at 14k. I need to spin again because I need a budget. Okay, now we have a much larger budget. Much larger budget. This is 40k, so that's 54. Oh god, math. 54 and 17,500 is 71,500? I'm gonna embarrass myself. 71,500 is what I'm guessing for our budget, right? And now I need to remove rally from this list. We're not building it for rally racing anymore. So remove that from the list and spin that wheel off the screen and then try to see what we get. It's gonna be a race spec. So we have to build a race spec RTR S5 Mustang. Look at this. This is gonna be mad. This is gonna be mad. There's a few of these that I already had. Obviously one of these has to be brand new that I have to pick. Okay. Interesting. So race spec meaning road racing. What can I possibly do with this thing? 71.5, right, is what I said for this thing. I don't think I want to change this thing from being rear wheel drive. I think rear wheel drive is fine. For 70k though, maybe all wheel drive swapping this thing wouldn't be that bad of an idea. I feel like it will change the characteristics and the dynamics of this car quite a lot if I do end up changing it. Slicks are only 10 bags. And you go really wide tires for the front and the rear as well. And then this thing just shooting up into S1. Getting adjustable air was also a big option for us here. What if we just buy race spec everything? How much is this going to cost? Just literally buy race spec everything. for this thing. Weight reduction, brakes, every single possible thing that we can pick on this car to help with racing. 43,000. So that's the thing, though. I kind of want to change, or I want to do stuff to this car to make it better, but or like to see, I don't know, man. I don't know if all-wheel drive is the way to go for a Mustang. I genuinely think leaving this in rear-wheel drive might be the better idea. The only thing is, if I do leave it rear-wheel drive, is I won't be able to... I don't really know, to be honest. I don't really know if the budget is good enough. See, right now, I'd love to stop here. So some people were saying to me that if I can build the car to the top of a class, I should just do that instead of going for a full budget. We only have like, what, 6,000 left over pretty much. So 6,000 credits. What can we really change for 6,000 credits? That's pretty much left over here. You can buy a set of wheels for it or something. I don't even know, to be honest with you. But I'm gonna build it to the top of the class. If we have the budget that's over the amount that we need. Pretty much. Right. Now I need to slap a tune onto this thing and see what I can do. See if I can manage this power whilst keeping this thing rear-wheel drive, obviously. But see if I can manage this power with just the rear wheels and see what happens. Alright, well, here we are. I changed the colour of it as well. This is gonna be, I feel like, a bit of a mess to drive. Because it has a lot of power. And it's all going to the rear wheels. But because it's wide body though, I feel like it's gonna be really, really stable. A little understeering and a little oversteering. God, it actually just rips, doesn't it? Oh my god. I want to try it on a racetrack first of all. And then I'm going to take it out on like a proper rivals event as well. And just show you guys what it's like versus other cars. And yeah, anyway. So on the track that I'm going to race it on, it's a track that I have... track that I've driven on before. Of course, this Edel circuit track. What was it again? About 126. So the proper big boy race cars that we got a little while back, we're getting around the 120. I think the ones that just dipped into S2 got like 126, something like that. If this thing can go 128 or faster, I think we're pretty much sorted. I'm also going to change back to sim steering for this and try like that. But keep in mind that this is still not a perfectly dialed in tune, so I'm just going with what I've built so far, seeing what it's like. The brakes are unreal. The turning capability is very good. It's just controlling the power. That's pretty much it. It is just controlling the power. Apart from that, I think it drives pretty sensibly, pretty nicely. Why did I brake? I don't know why I waited so long to brake. That was just straight up my fault. I was staring at the time, top left. I remember for some of the sectors here, or at very specific points, I remember what sort of times I was getting with some of the cars. And I'm just trying to see how close I am. Even though I am doing a standing start lap. So next lap, which is a rolling start. That's the one I should be really paying attention to the most. It's just like swirling away. It just wants to go faster and faster. Okay. This thing has so much power, man. And so much torque. 134 to start things off. Obviously, standing start lap and some questionable driving because I'm still getting used to it. Tiny cut there, but not too bad. Man, this thing's got power. It's not very competitive, I don't think. Oi, oi, there it goes. I'm easing onto the power. That was like 40% power, man. I'm easing onto it. I know I'm saying 40% power as if I can tell, but I'd say it was slightly less than half throttle that I'm doing. So like I said, I'm just trying to ease on as I'm coming out of corners. What I could possibly try to do is I could try and extend my gears a little bit. Make it so instead of this thing being a 10 speed, which I think only 8 of the gears are actually useful, make like 5 or 6 of them useful. And then just spread them out, stretch my gears out. What this will do is it'll make it a little bit easier for me to accelerate. It's just hectic to drive. Yeah, I want to try that. I want to try and do that real quick here. See if that makes a difference. Oh, I hate you game so much. 129.1. Could have been 128. Could have been the time that I wanted. The Playa Azul circuit has some mental times on this leaderboard. I think the car that I tried, I think the one I just selected as well as my Ghost, is a Lamborghini Sian, and that was my old time. I don't think I'm nowhere near anything, like no top and dozen, none of that. Oh, wait, no. Wait, what? What? It didn't give me my... I don't know who I selected as my Ghost then. For whatever reason, I think it's the one that I actually picked. I thought I selected myself. I think my old time wasn't great on this track. In S1. Oh, it's VQ. VQ is my rival on this track. I feel like there's a lot of cheated scores on this leaderboard too, by the way. Like a ton of them. I think this is quite a difficult track to get top 1000 on. You need to have a very specific car for it. Pretty sure the XJR15 is the goated car for this track. But I wanted to try in this thing as well. Oh my god, how did that affect you so much? Jesus. That's crazy. What's mad though is I think you can go... If you go in like the dry season on this track, I don't think the puddle's there. Man, that affects me so much, that puddle. Jesus. Still though, Mustang versus Camaro seems like a pretty good dogfight here. Oh, I went too fast. No. It's not that great, this Mustang. I'll tell you that. I'm pretty sure the new Mustang, the Dark Horse, is actually so good at racing. I've done a video on it, I think, back when it came out, like a few months back, I'm pretty sure. That thing is so good at racing. It's just completely different beast, I think, to this one. And obviously this one isn't even like a stock Mustang, it's the RTR Mustang, so it's a wide-bodied, more like extreme version of a Mustang. But the Dark Horse just seems to be so solid to race with. But the one I built right now isn't terrible, but I don't think it's very competitive for anything. It's definitely not going to be able to set any records or anything like that. Even when I was doing, or even when I was racing at the track, obviously the proper race cars were getting, like I said, times between like 125 and like 130. And this is kind of close to the bottom end of that, those type of cars. But yeah, like I said, it's not like it's not like it's bad or anything, but it's just not that great. I would consider the X-Class a lot closer to being meta with that tune versus this being anywhere near any sort of meta for any sort of track, if that makes sense. So it was okay. If I built this thing obviously in S2, it wouldn't stand a chance against anything. Like there would be absolutely no point of me building this thing up to S2 class. But yeah, I mean, it was interesting. But I still think that the Mercedes was just way too sick. Way too good. But that's pretty much it. RNG picking my builds again. They turned out quite interesting. Slightly different, obviously, but they turned out quite interesting because I genuinely thought that they were... I mean, we've gotten significantly worse cars in the past, so it's not like I can really complain about what we've got so far here. But yeah, anyway, that's pretty much it for me. Thank you for watching, everyone. I hope you enjoyed today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Goodbye.